So in this video, I'm going to take you through NDAX. There's a Canadian crypto exchange, and they've just done a nice redesign. They have some really interesting tools, I think, that make crypto very accessible for someone that wants to get involved. And also, if you want to get some exposure to some of the different coins, perhaps you've seen in the news, a lot of the meme coins are the ones that are really driving the market. So this is NDAX, and what I wanted to do was just show you a little bit around of what it does. There's a few things that I think are really helpful. But then next, we'll get into my account. I'll show you how to place a limit order in a little bit. So they actually have some of these different tools that you can use. You can earn passive income with staking, and I'll show you a little bit about that. Advanced trading, simple trading, and they have really low spreads. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but basically that means that you will save money. There's a couple things that I think are important though, if you just want to look overall at the market, and you don't even technically need to be have an account with NDAX, which is available to trade as a Canadian. And this is the first one. This is the currency heat map. And this will just give you a heat map of what's going on in the market. You can get a snapshot of where things are going. Obviously, gray is a little bit flat, not too much movement. Green is going to be positive, and red is going to be negative. And you can look at the performance actually monthly as well, which again is interesting because it gives you, crypto's moving so fast. This can give you more of the kind of overall movement of the market that I think can help people that are not, tied into the news every day. And they also have the market indicators here. And this just gives you general bullish and bearish indicators about where the market is going. As you saw, there was a lot of gray. So it's a little bit flat right now. We're just kind of waiting for things to happen. But this gives you things on different time frames. Now, the thing to understand if you're new to trading is shorter time frames call into account more randomness. So for me, if I'm not day trading, which I don't do, I'm not going to be looking at those. And if you look at something maybe over a longer period, then you can see a pattern emerge of where the market is moving. And then there's also the just the general markets tab where you can see some of the market cap and keep your eye on things like that. What's nice is they actually have, for the ones that you can trade, you can go right into the trade right here from this. So it makes it really helpful, and they've got a lot of tools as well. Let's get into the account and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so again, this is only for Canadians. If you do sign up for an NDAX account, you will get $10 for free once you've put in $100 and you trade it with $100. So this is an account here. As you can see, here's your wallet. And in your wallet, you're going to see it broken down by what assets that you have. So you see I have some Arbitrum here, and mostly it's in Ethereum and Canadian dollar. So that's what's currently in the account. You can also receive your transfer. So if you want to e-transfer in, it's free. And so it's very easy to fund the account. One drawback of NDAX is if you want to e-transfer out, once you've got traded back into Canadian, there is I believe, $1.50 e-transfer charge. So it's not very expensive. Do keep that in mind. There's other platforms like Newton Crypto that allow you to cash out for free. Although I really like NDAX because the overall fees are going to be lower and the spread's tighter. And we'll get to that in a second. So this is the dashboard, and you can see the portfolio distribution here on a nice little chart. And then you can see all the transactions here. And you'll actually see some of these transactions because as an affiliate, you'll earn a very small part of the trading commission. But it is interesting because they've decided to share that with their affiliates. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it is interesting nonetheless. So right here, you'll see the pair that you're on, and you can always change that something else. And let's just look at Cardano as an example. Okay. So what you're going to see here is this is going to be the price based of ADA or Cardano based denominated in Canadian dollars. Okay. So this might be different than what on CoinGecko or things like that, but you'll see this, the change here, the volume, the high and the low. So as you can see, it hasn't really moved that much in the last 24 hours. Now you can change the interval. Again, as I said, I like to keep things on a longer term time frame, so I know how things are actually moving because I'm not looking to make trades that day. So you'll see here that this is very nice. They'll show you the buy and the sell. So basically, if you want to buy Cardano, you could buy it at 62.66 cents. If you wanted to sell it, you could sell it at 62.235. And the reason is because, there's always going to be a little bit of spread. This is just like what the bank does with foreign exchange, and they're not going to lose money on the exchange. But this spread, and it shows it right here, what the spread is, 0.004. That is really low compared to a lot of exchanges. So this is one of the reasons that I'm going to start using NDAX in the future, because the spread is really good. And so that just saves money when you do that. So let's say I wanted to buy, you just click buy here, and I can put a market order in it. So let's say I wanted to buy 30 Cardanos or 30 ADA tokens. I can put that in there, and it will just give me 18.80. That's how much it's going to cost. And you're going to see the fees listed right here and what you're going to receive. So the fees are really put in it already, which is great. You could also just click 50%. So if I want to, 50% of whatever I have in my account, I want to put in Cardano, I could do that. I could do 100. And again, they have a very low minimum quantity. So this is frustrating on some other platforms where you want to make a trade, maybe, and you don't have a lot of funds. So this just makes it easy because they don't have that. So they also have limit orders, stop orders, and more advanced, just whatever you want here, trailing stop market, killer fill, reserve order. I like to do limit orders. So basically how this would work is if I wanted to purchase 30 Cardanos, I could put a limit price. So I only want to buy at 0.6, let's say 17, right? So if the price dropped down, then I'd say, yes, I want to buy. And then I could place this buy order, and it will place that order for me. Okay. So I'm just going to agree to this. Boom. So it's placed successfully. Now, brings me to the next point. You can actually stake your Cardano. So they have staking, the staking tab right here. And if you've ever staked before, it can be a complicated process. Each coin, each token is going to be a little bit different, and they're going to have different rules and criteria for how that is done. And in a lot of cases, you're going to have to select your own pool. So I'm just going to go in through this staking here. And you need to do this short assessment so I've actually participated in staking protocols. There's only 2 questions. And the other thing is, yes, I'm willing to have the assets locked up in a staking protocol. So what this means is for certain tokens, like let's say Solana, there's a few days where it can be locked up. So if you want to unstake it, it's going to take a few days to do that. And that number of days is going to be a little bit different for different tokens. So I believe you need to answer both those questions correctly in order to do staking. But staking allows you to earn passive income. So this is something, if you see you want to hold this long term, then staking can give you a good reward for that. And I'll just show you what that looks like. So here's the staking. And again, don't stake something unless it's something that you're going to be comfortable holding, even if the market goes down. You can see you can earn 12% per year on Cardano. Near is a great token, 7%. I always pick this up on a dip. Matic is another good one, and Graph, Ethereum, of course, Cardano. So it allows you to do that staking and earn passive income, which is really awesome. So going back into my wallet here, yes, this is what you can do if you have, let's say, Ethereum that you've purchased somewhere else. You can actually receive that and deposit it. Now, when you are depositing it, and a lot of platforms will actually check this, assume it's going to be on ERC20 if you're depositing Ethereum. But when you paste in your wallet address, it will usually check for you. If you are unsure about that, then please check with support before. So it's going to have your transaction history here. You can actually set up recurring purchases. So you can create a recurring purchase, which is just something so that if you want a dollar cost average and just invest regularly, you can do that. And then there's also the reports here, and it will show, and we'll be able to give you a tax reporting thing. So it's really nice. It really does the whole platform. But for me, there's two reasons why I really like NDAX. I find their advanced trading, being able to place a limit order, very easy to do. It's more intuitive than a lot of other platforms. I also love their market overviews that gives you, even basic traders that aren't in the market, an upper hand about where the market direction is going so they can make better choices. And the most important thing for me is really the fees. When you go into look at the spread, most platforms are not even transparent about their spread. So you need to figure that out, and it can vary widely. So with NDAX, you know you're getting the best spread, or you're getting the best price. So it just makes a ton of sense. So if you want to open up an account with NDAX, I'll put a link in the description. And if you use that link and you purchase $100 of any cryptocurrency, you just got to fund your account with $100. You'll get $10 for free. So you've already made money, and then you can buy more crypto with that. If you have any questions about NDAX, or if you've used NDAX, let me know what you think about it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.